Welcome back into. Let me make sure I'm not muted. Welcome back into another edition of Prime Sports World, and we are on the eve of the first night of WrestleMania. Welcome into the show. I'm, of course, your host, David On Point Huffman, and right there is my former coworker, Jose. What's up, man? Welcome back into the
What's
show.
going on?
Long
Hey.
time no see, my friend.
Hi, what's going on? What's going on, David?
How have
Glad
you
to be
been,
here.
man?
Good, really good, man. Really good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it here in Fort Wayne. It's been a fun ride so far. But man, let me tell you, I am so excited about WrestleMania this year.
Dude, you and I both.
It is one of the best built cards I can remember. Outside of like a couple matches here and there, but like it's one of the best built cards I could ever remember.
No, you and I both. I am so, like recently. I'm just been excited for WrestleMania wrestling in general. I've been all in on every single Raw, SmackDown, NXT, you name it, man. Like every single episode, I have been all in, and yeah, this card is stacked. Both nights, really.
100%. But yeah, please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Quick shout out to my friends over there at Seinfeld Wrestling Posting. I promised them I would give them a shout out in our post, so I'm going to do that here. Please like the Seinfeld Wrestling Post Facebook page. It is a very fun page. If you're not aware of it. Also, shout out to Midcard Mania. We love them over there as well. But yeah, I'm David Huffman. Right there is Jose, and let's just. What do you think about just overall? What match are you looking forward to the most? As we get into the card, and it should be, probably pretty obvious, right?
I mean, it really is. Obviously, you want to know what they're going to do going forward with the Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes saga, like this bloodline, this whole bloodline storyline has been amazing. So, obviously the Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes match.
It's the best storylines they've done in years.
Yeah, that, and then the Usos, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens angle, right? Like I feel like they kind of separated both those matches on purpose. Whatever happens night one between the Usos versus Sami and Kevin, that's going to trickle down to what might happen or what might not happen with the Romans and Cody. I have a feeling that that was designed for a reason.
I 100% agree with you on that. We'll see how it ends up shaking out. Yeah, I'm excited for both of the Bloodline matches. Also, if you're used to, I also post a full WrestleMania predictions blog that will go live as soon as this show ends. So keep an eye out for that content. But let's get right into it, as I know Jose is short on time. This is On Point Wrestling Entertainment, and this is our WrestleMania 39 preview. Let's start with night one, and I kind of put these in order as how I think they will appear on the card. So you may disagree with me how you think they're going to shake out, but this is how I think they're going to show up. We know for sure the United States Championship match will be the first match on the card. We got the champion Austin Theory going against the legend John Cena. How do you see this match shaking out? What do you think of the build so far for this match? So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to pick a winner. We're also going to talk about the build.
Yeah. I mean, the build has been kind of, ever since the first night, right? With between these two guys, it's been all right. John Cena putting down Austin Theory. I think there's something to that. It's gonna be motivation, kind of like a David versus Goliath story. Like, hey, you're nothing, Austin Theory, so come beat the legend of John Cena, right? But the thing is, me and my brother, we have a podcast. We talked about this match, and we're both kind of split here. I think John Cena is going to. I think Austin Theory is going to win this match, and I think this match is supposed to put the rub over on Austin Theory.
I 100% agree with you. I hate having a show where we're just going to agree all the time, but I 100% agree with you. I think Austin Theory gets the rub from John Cena. I think it's perfect for his heel character. I went up against John Cena. I came out victorious. You got any other legends that you can throw at me? We're talking about Monday night, and Randy Orton finally returns.
Yeah, Randy Orton finally returns. But anyways, he thinks John Cena's going to win regardless. We both think that whoever wins is going to have an open challenge at Monday Night Raw. Randy Orton is slated to return. Big E, maybe, right? We haven't heard anything from him. And you know every Monday Raw after WrestleMania, there's always an NXT call up. I think Braun Breaker comes up. Assuming he loses to Carmelo Hayes on Stand and Deliver, I think Braun Breaker comes up. It makes sense. Open challenge, and you get to debut him. I think that'd be cool too.
I totally agree with you on that. I don't necessarily. I think Brian Breaker is going to lose the title, but I'm not necessarily sure they'll call him up immediately. But we'll see. I think there are a lot of interesting things they could do. Let's move into the next match. We got the Becky Lynch, Lita, Trish Stratus versus Damage Control. Let's talk about the build and who you think is going to win.
This build has been great. They each episode of Raw, they've been getting their time on TV, and I love it. Damage Control is great. I absolutely love Bailey. Trish Stratus, one of my favorite divas of all time. Of course, Lita, and then Becky Lynch is awesome. So this build has been great. I think Becky, Lita, and Trish win this match, we may even see something surprising afterwards. But I think those three win.
I actually disagree with you. I actually think that Becky Lynch and Lita lose this match to Damage Control. I think Trish Stratus turns on Lita and Becky Lynch. And I expect Lita and Trish Stratus to build towards their SummerSlam, a final blow-off match. I'm actually going to pick Damage Control to win this match. I just think that the storyline is just perfect because you kind of saw the rift there a little bit. I think it was Monday or Monday before, where they talked about having titles and Trish Stratus doesn't have one. Yeah. That rift is going to be for real. I think Trish Stratus turns on Lita and Becky Lynch during the match. Damage Control wins.
That's a good
because
one.
of that. I think because a lot of these you like to see like the happy-go-lucky, you get the warm fuzzy feeling in your tum-tum, right? But this is not going to be that match. It just won't be.
Right.
I guess I'm just calling these the tag team turmoil matches. It just seems like just the two matches, this one on Saturday and the one on Sunday. It's just to get all of these guys on the card.
Basically.
I guess it's technically a number one contenders match. I think it probably will be at the end of the day. We got Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Street Profits, Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders all going off against each other. They have done like miscellaneous stuff on Raw and SmackDown to kind of preview this match, and the stuff they've done has been fun. Look who just joined the stream! Look at it's Big Papa, man. I have not talked to you in person,
Big Papa,
since June. So
I know.
Welcome into the show, man. We're breaking down the tag team turmoil match: Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Street Profits, Alpha Academy, and Viking Raiders. Jose, let you go first. How do you think this is going to shake out this match?
Man, I'm disappointed with the tag team division on with WWE. It's just it hasn't been doing it for me. Obviously, the Street Profits are great. I love the Street Profits. This Braun Strowman, Ricochet it's just kind of like they just grab two wrestlers together, put them together.
That's the WWE way, man. That's the WWE way.
It really is, but
these two wrestlers have nothing to do. Let's just make them a tag team.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes it works. Like RK Bro worked. You know what I mean? That absolutely works. And sometimes it does work. But I mean, it does. This match does nothing for me. But I want to see the Street Profits win. I love the Street Profits. I think they're great.
And before we move any further, I guess I didn't give you a full intro, Jose, either. If you want to just introduce yourself and tell kind of people who you are and what you're about, and same thing with Big Papa. Go ahead, Jose, real quick.
Oh yeah, no, I'm Jose Contreras. I currently work at on radio. I just got hired at 670 The Score here in Chicago. So for those who don't know, that's
congratulations, man.
Yeah, man, that's something I've definitely been working towards. But yeah, I'm a huge wrestling fan. Been a wrestling fan all my life. I have a wrestling podcast with my older brother. We talk about we talk about wrestling. We talk about MMA. We talk UFC. We talk boxing. You name it, right?
If you want to drop the link to that podcast on this as well, I would be more than welcome to give you a little rub on my show. And also Big Papa. So if you want to tell a little bit about yourself, as we just threw you on the show, as you're not one of our usual panelists.
It's all good. I am Big Papa. I've worked in radio for 24 years. Right now I'm at the FM Omni channel streaming app. Down with radio. Out to the future, that's playing. But doing that and afternoons on the FM. I'm on 88.7. I'm in Gary, Indiana, so I do Chicago and Gary every day. And wrestling since George the Animal Steel.
I used to work with both these guys. I miss both you guys incredibly, just so much. So it was very nice working with you guys. It's nice to reconnect, on the show here. So how do you think this match is going to shake out between the tag team turbo match, the men's version? Who do you think is going to win?
Oh, what do you mean the tag team?
Yeah.
They've been kind of pushing Ricochet and Braun Strowman a lot. I really want Street Profits to win and then break up so Montez Ford can be the next
Rock. The next Rock.
Yes.
He has that potential. He does have that potential.
He does. His charisma is crazy.
Mm-hmm. He is probably one of the more talented wrestlers. I'm actually going to disagree with both of you. I think Alpha Academy officially fully falls apart during this match.
That's true.
They
I
need
think
to.
I think because of what I'm going to predict later, I actually have the Viking Raiders win this match. I think the Street Profits have gone for the tag team titles and failed. Braun Strowman and Ricochet are just kind of a thrown together tag team. I think the Viking Raiders have real staying power as like when we talk about this team. So I'm going to go Viking Raiders to win this match and potentially be the number one contender for whoever wins the tag team titles later. So from that, we got the Battle of the Mysterios, as this build has been awesome. We have Dominic Mysterio calling out Rey Mysterio week after week after week. And then finally, Rey Mysterio cracks. Big Papa, how about you think about the build of this match so far, and what do you think is going to win?
I love the build. I finally get to see Dominic in a good character. I'm actually enjoying him on camera.
You like the condom?
I do. I love it, and he doesn't look like a extra in Saints Row or nothing like that. He looks like a normal wrestling character. Couldn't stand that hood. I think it's Rey Mysterio's weekend. He's gonna beat his son, get in Hall of Fame and everything, and I'm thinking it's gonna be his last hurrah. I really do. I think he's gonna. This might be his last year wrestling, I believe.
Jose, build match.
The build has been amazing. I love the way they've been building up Dom to be this really tough guy coming out of jail. He's only been there for a couple hours. It's really been hilarious. And at the same time,
he's the best heel of the company. Like,
right, he really is. At the same time, he's honoring Eddie Guerrero and the way he looks, the way he talks, having that mommy character with Rhea Ripley. It's been really fun to watch for sure. I was under the impression. I was like, you know what? They're putting Rey in the Hall of Fame. This could be his very last match at WrestleMania. Yeah. Why wouldn't it? I mean, why not? Right? I mean, you do that and you put your son over. Last match WrestleMania being against your son. That's like a dream.
Yeah.
But the way they were talking on the Hall of Fame today, it kind of seems like he's going to continue on. So I don't think this is going to be his last match. But I do agree with Big Papa. This might be his last year. With that being said, it changes things for me because I had Dom initially winning. Now I don't know. But I'm going to stick with Dom, though.
I'm also going to agree with you. The build on this match has been incredible. I'm having Dominic Mysterio win this match. I think he needs the rub more than Rey Mysterio. You can push. You can make Dominic Mysterio the number one heel in the company after this. He beats Rey Mysterio, moves forward after this. They're everything about this has just been incredible. And Dominic Mysterio, the new character he's playing, is just so easy to hate. You just got to love it. And then to the probably the best overall match of the night when we have Seth Rollins going up against the Logan Paul. The build of this match has been really, really, really outstanding in my opinion. But what do you guys think, Jose?
It's been great. It's been fun to watch. You get that meme from Seth Rollins, bye bye, bitch. You know that came out of this build. Logan Paul has to probably be Rookie of the Year for me. This guy has been amazing, just a natural in the ring. So you know he's gonna put on a good performance, and Seth Rollins, of course, is great himself. I think this has potential to be match of the night for sure.
I totally agree with you. I think both these guys are just so athletic. So who do you think is gonna win the match though?
I gotta go with Seth Rollins. It has to be. They've been doing Seth Rollins ball. Okay, so and pay-per-views, especially WrestleMania, he's been losing a lot.
I was writing my predictions blog, right? And I was trying to think of the last time Seth Rollins won a match at a, whatever they call premium live event. I hate calling it that, but whatever the WWE decides to call them now. I think his first victory against Edge is the last match he won on the pay-per-view. I literally cannot remember another match that he won because he lost 2 matches against Edge after that first victory, right? And then he lost the Cody Rhodes. He didn't win the Elimination Chamber. I think that first match against Edge like a year and a half ago is the last match he won at a premium live event. And then he lost to Roman too at a premium live event.
Yeah,
so it's been a year and a half. Yeah, Seth Rollins deserves it. He's been stupid over, even though he loses all the time. What's up, David Henderson? What's up, baby? I know you're a Packer fan. We don't hate here at Pride Sports World. Appreciate you checking us out. But yeah, I got Seth Rollins winning this match. The build of this has been awesome. It's everything you could ask for, and I think Logan Paul, for real, Rookie of the Year. He's been that good.
Yeah, agreed
across the board. Big Papa, who you got winning the match though?
It gotta be Seth. I mean, yeah, it gotta be Seth. We gotta sing. He gotta talk stuff. Yeah, it gotta be Seth. No doubt about it. But Logan Paul blown me away. I wanted to hate on him. I did. I really did, and I can't. He's really good. I would love to see him on TV more.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I think WWE caught a huge break that Logan Paul wasn't more seriously injured in that match against Roman Reigns. Like I guess it was just a meniscus tear. He only had to miss a couple months, and he was able to come back. They basically it was a godsend for real.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking over a year if you had otherwise. Moving on, let's talk about the second women's match on this card. We got the SmackDown Women's Championship. We got Charlotte Flair going up against Rhea Ripley. And I'll let Big Papa have the floor first. Build match. Who's
All
winning?
right. I love the build. Of course, they had history before Rhea Ripley and Charlotte. Charlotte, of course, she's one of the GOATs. And Rhea Ripley is like super over right now. Possibly the lead of Judgment Day. I think she should definitely go beyond China territory if she pull off this match. I think they want to pull it over all the way. I think this is the year of Rhea Ripley.
I totally agree with you. I think Rhea Ripley for sure wins this match. They've been building up to this moment for over a year, and I think it's time to pull the trigger. Because you remember, I think it was either like 6 or 7 months ago, she was basically going to have a title match against Bianca Belair, and then she got hurt or sick like right after, and she never got that title shot. I think she was going to beat Bianca Belair then. I think she beat Charlotte Flair here.
Yeah,
Jose.
Yeah, no. Let's go 3 for 3. Rhea Ripley, I feel is going to win this. The build has been great. That brawl they had a couple weeks ago on SmackDown was amazing to watch. Rhea Ripley definitely is somebody who's gotten better through time, and this is her time. I think she rewrites that wrong a couple years ago when she lost to Charlotte Flair. This time she wins. Also, think about this. Charlotte Flair losing isn't necessarily a bad thing for her. She's 14-time women's champion. She's only 3 more championships away to breaking her father's record, which I think they might do very soon. And
and then the final match. I know, Jose, you gotta get going here because you got work at 2:00 in the morning. But let's talk about the final match on night 1, the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match. Obviously, the Usos come in as the champ versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Jose, build. And what do you think? This
build is amazing. This build has been going on for a while. The whole Bloodline story has been the best thing going in wrestling. Period. The Usos, I feel, are going to lose because they have to. I mean, you've been tag champs for so long. You're holding hostage both titles from both brands. I think they finally lose. Sami and Kevin both win, and then they find a way to somehow split these titles again. But Sami and Kevin are good. It's going to be a great match. It's going to be a great match. I think once the Usos loses this match, that's going to trickle down to night 2, and that's going to affect Roman Reigns somehow, some way. I think Cody wins that one too. Just to throw it out there before I leave.
Ooh.
So real quick before you get up out of here, do you have Roman Reigns beating Cody in the main event?
No, I have Cody. I have Cody beating Roman Reigns.
Okay.
A lot of people think because this 1,000-day reign is coming up that Roman's gonna go. I mean, look, it's cool, right? I think it makes sense for WWE to go that way. But if you think about it, he's still a part-time champion. He still has both titles. You're gonna have to find a way to split them up anyway. Might as well do it now at WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. Have Cody win, maybe him losing it down the line at SummerSlam against someone like Gunther or something. That makes sense to me. That makes a lot more sense than having Roman.
So you have the bloodline leaving WrestleMania with no champion.
Wow.
With none. I think that's the way to go.
I'll give you my prediction on the Roman Reigns match, Cody match later. But I actually am going to have to technically disagree with you. I think the Usos retain these titles.
Really?
I know. Hear me out. Everybody loves a feel-good story, right? Everybody loves that warm and fuzzy feeling in your tum-tum, right? We're not getting it. Kevin Owens turns on Sami Zayn for not backing him up from the start. They can have their feud go into SummerSlam. The Usos retain because Kevin Owens turns on Sami Zayn.
That'd be wild.
He turns his back on Sami
That'd be
Zayn.
wild.
Sami Zayn is going for the tag. And Kevin Owens just jumps off the edge and walks away. The Usos roll him up and retain. The Usos retain.
Can you imagine though?
And I also think this will be the main event of night 1, or it should be at least.
Yeah, it should be.
But I'm not totally sold it will be, but it should be the number 1. It should be the main event of night 1. I have the Usos retaining. I have Kevin Owens turning his back on Sami Zayn.
I agree. Tonight on SmackDown, Uso kind of mentioned it that Kevin Owens might turn on Sami Zayn. I agree that may happen.
Yeah, I don't think Bloodline leaves with no titles. I also think this puts the Bloodline in an interesting situation moving forward because you have the Usos now who have the titles. Roman Reigns does not. Does that make him still the head of the table? Like, that is just an interesting dynamic that I want to explore because the friction of the Bloodline has been real. And if he no longer has a title, is he still the head of the table? Like, you know?
Right.
That's the beauty of this storyline. They have so many different routes to go to, and it's like, and it's been great, man. It's been really
Yeah.
good.
This is like what's been great about this WrestleMania season.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of these matches, I literally could see either guy winning or either woman. Like I literally could see it go either way.
Yeah.
That's how well built this card has been.
Seriously.
Agreed.
I agree.
And Jose, I know you got to wake up early to go to work, man. Thank you very much for taking your time to join me, man.
Of course.
We very much appreciate it. Me and Big Papa are going to roll through night number 2. So don't worry. We'll still be here. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. And all over, check out Jose Contreras' podcast. Was it JCA? Oh, he's already gone. But let's go, Big Papa, me and you,
Yes,
baby.
sir.
Let's go, man. It's been a while since me and you talked wrestling. So
I know.
I love this, dude. I love this. So this is the order that I think the matches are going to actually appear on night 2. So I have the first match. I have Brock Lesnar with Omos. I just think that they want to get the Brock Lesnar Omos match literally out of the way as soon as they really can, because this build has been all over the place.
I don't even get it. It came out of nowhere. Hopefully, to save the match, the Hurt Business get back together with Omos.
Man, I wanted the Hurt Business so like. I know that, so this is like otherworldly stuff, but like I really wanted the Hurt Business to get back together.
Yes.
And them to reunite with Bobby Lashley and
Yes.
do that Bray Wyatt 6 versus the Hurt Business with Bobby Lashley and Omos. That's the match I wanted to see at WrestleMania.
Yeah, me too.
But obviously Bray Wyatt has his own situation going on. We don't really know what that situation is. So that we didn't get that, and Bobby Lashley gets to win the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal as
right. Maybe he wins that. He interferes Omos and Brock Lesnar to get back at Brock Lesnar for something, and the Hurt Business come.
Well, I mean, you already had that match where you basically gave him a low blow that cost that.
Right.
What was that? Elimination Chamber or Survivor Series? I'm actually going to agree with you. I actually have Omos winning this match. I think Bobby Lashley does return, and I think the Hurt Business does get back together. Brock Lesnar gets screwed over by Bobby Lashley. Omos wins, and Omos kind of needs this victory. Brock Lesnar doesn't need to win a match at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
No build whatsoever. So.
And get to go home before the second match.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he gets to get on his plane and go hang out on his farm.
Right.
David Henderson actually thinks that Omos gets the victory due to controversy. I agree with you on that.
Yep.
So moving on to the second match, we got the women's tag team turmoil match. I got Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler, Natalya and Shotzi versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. What do you think about this build, and what do you think about the match? Who's going to end up?
The build.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we're going to showcase people that we need to showcase because the women's tag team division is kind of like suspect. And we're going to put Ronda Rousey and Shayna somewhere.
I love how Ronda Rousey and Shayna were the only member of this team to not have to qualify.
Right. And guess what? They're going to win.
So yeah, this build has been, so it just feels like they just put all the women who didn't have main card matches.
Yep.
They just put them all in the same match because like they did the same thing with the men too. Like we have all of these tag teams that have nothing to do on WrestleMania, so we'll just put them all in one match. I'm actually going to disagree with you. I actually think Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville get the victory here. I think they pin Natalya and Shotzi. That tag team isn't going anywhere anyways. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler don't have to be involved. They can still move forward to be this dominant tag team. But they just debuted this Chelsea Green character. I don't necessarily think they want to bury it because they obviously have some plans for it because they kept changing her tag team partner. What is she? Dewdrop or whatever Dewdrop's being called now. Piper Niven. They had Carmella, and now they have Sonya Deville, and they just kind of keep shoehorning her partners. If they didn't have bigger plans for her, I think they would have scrapped this idea and waited until after Mania. I think Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville get the victory here, but this build has been meh at best.
Yes. Yeah.
To a match that has the excellent build, the Hell in a Cell match.
Yes.
I can say it better there. Hell in a Cell. We got Edge going up against Finn Balor. We got the Brood going up against the Demon. I don't know if this is on the wrestling like rumor pipeline, but I've heard that Tony Khan has given the okay for Christian to be involved in Edge's entrance with Gangrel.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that's just one of those rumors that made the rounds on the internet because it's just so much fun, but I want to believe that that's going to be the thing.
Yes, I believe it too.
I also think that Alter Bridge will do a live performance of both entrances for Finn Balor and for Edge in live because Alter Bridge has a show on Saturday, but they're free on Sunday, and they're already in LA. I'm calling it. Alter Bridge is going to perform both of their entrances live.
That'll be awesome. And I read that Gangrel is already in LA.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But who wins the match?
I think you know what I'm thinking. Finn Balor. I think this Judgment Day's night. I think Finn Balor wins, and I think it may be the match of the night.
I tend to agree with you. I think, Finn Balor does win this match. Do you think he debuts like a purple version of the Demon, or do you think he'll have that standard red Demon?
I think it'll be standard red. I think it's going to be a lot of red and blood through the whole thing, and they're gonna do the whole effect thing WWE does.
I will respectively disagree with you. I do think that he's going to debut some sort of purple-ish.
That would be fresh, though.
I think that because, they got the Judgment Day, will have all the purple stuff.
That's true.
I just can't imagine that they're going to do red when they have all of this merchandise and all of this branding with all the purple stuff. He will be purple.
That'll be dope.
It'll be dope. It'll be purple and black, man. That's better than that. But I think Finn Balor, his character, Finn Balor as a wrestler has been incredible this year.
Yeah,
he hasn't gotten that many wins, but his just character development and him as the leader of the Judgment Day has been incredible. And I don't think Edge loses anything by losing a match here. He just doesn't.
Right. I agree.
To the Intercontinental Championship match, we got Gunther the champion coming up. He's been the longest modern reign of the Intercontinental Champion, going up against Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. How do you see this match working out? What do you think of the build?
You know what? I'm liking the build. Definitely Drew and Sheamus, of course, they always pair together, but Gunther was like the rising star, and I think he retains. I think he retains.
I hate when we just agree all the time, right? I'm actually going to completely agree with you. I think, because Gunther, his momentum right now is just so high.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to kill that momentum by having him lose a match. And Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, they're not going to be hurt really all that much by just losing a match here. I'm not sure who takes the pin. I think it could be one of those scenarios where Drew McIntyre and Sheamus both hit the Claymore and the bro kick at the same time on each other, and then Gunther just picks up the pieces and wins the match. Something
that could be.
This should be a banger. Gunther has been he's just been awesome since he became called up to the main roster.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Gunther. I think he wins this match. The build for this match has been nothing short of incredible.
Yeah.
The dynamic between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, they're friends, but they also have to be foes. They had a very interesting dynamic in that tag team match. If you watch SmackDown tonight, their match was very interesting against Luke Kaiser and whatever the other Imperium member. His name is totally escaping me right now.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. I agree.
To the final women's match, we got Bianca Belair, the champion, going up against semi-heelish Asuka. And I gotta be totally honest with you. I think the build on this match of all the title matches that are on this card has probably been the weakest by far.
Agreed.
There's been too much focusing on just other stuff.
Yeah.
Than on the actual match. It wasn't really until Monday where they actually had those video packages that aired during Raw.
Right.
That they really kind of focused on who these people are, because otherwise there was Chelsea Green involved in a bunch of stuff with Bianca Belair, and it was Carmella involved with stuff with Bianca Belair.
Right.
They never really focused on the match all that much. This has been the weakest build by far. And I know people are really big on Asuka, but I actually have Bianca Belair retaining the title here. I just think that I think she continues to her dominance. She's been, I just feel it. I don't think this is the time to take the title off her.
I agree. But I've read on some blogs that Triple H don't like Bianca Belair for some strange reason, because it seems like he's burying her. She's not getting the push. lately since he's been in charge, and that's what a lot of fans.
I mean, she's had the title. I mean, she
had it for a while.
I'm not actually sure when the last time she defended it was.
Right, exactly.
Like, I think it was the last time she defended it at WrestleMania last year against Becky Lynch.
I want to say
she must have defended against.
She did
Bayley.
it one other time that was a major match, but her booking has been whack.
Yeah,
all year.
She was involved in that War Games match where she was kind of just an afterthought.
Yeah,
in that match, like she was just, and then she was supposed to have that match with Rhea, and then ended up being like Carmella, or something like that.
Yeah. So what I do see, I'm seeing Asuka for the win, and I think after SmackDown, Bianca goes over to SmackDown and maybe challenging Rhea if Rhea wins.
I like that. That's a match I could get behind, for real.
Yeah. I think that could happen.
And then the final match on the card, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. We have Roman Reigns taking on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And quick fact, so I'm a weird human being. I don't know if you know that about me or not. I time all of Roman Reigns' entrances every time he goes into the ring, one. And Roman Reigns' entrance tonight on SmackDown, his entrance was longer than the time he spent in the ring.
Wow.
Like his entrance was like 3 minutes and 25 seconds. he spent like 2 minutes in the ring, and then there was the match, like the segment was over. Like
that's hilarious.
He's literally become the new Undertaker. Like I'm not kidding. His entrance is gonna be over 5 minutes long.
Oh, absolutely. He got to milk it for WrestleMania, yes.
Like he's gonna take him forever to get down that ramp. He's gonna have Paul Heyman walking slow as hell.
Right.
His entrance will be over 5 minutes long.
Now, do Cody Rhodes come up from the ground?
100%.
Okay. You gotta do it. You got to.
You got to. You got to go all out.
Yes.
It's WrestleMania, but I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Roman Reigns' entrance was over 7 minutes long. Like he's taken the Undertaker stuff to like a whole other level. Like he just walks so slow. Like his music plays forever.
True. All the way through. Yes. All the CGI, everything.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love this Roman Reigns character. I am. The build for this title match has been nothing short of spectacular.
Yes.
Like the back and forth between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes said tonight on SmackDown, I don't know if you saw SmackDown or not, but he's like, yeah, they built the company around you for the last 11 years, but 8 of that was a complete waste of time because you could not get over, even though they pushed you to the max. And then that basically piggybacks off of what Roman said the week before. Like you couldn't get over in your own company. Every time you run into a situation, you run away. Like it's just been so well done, and entering the bloodline and putting Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in this feud, it's been spectacular.
Yes. Yeah. It's gonna be. You know what? It could be a great match. They both great workers. Cody deserves it from what he did from his injury and seeing how a champ he is and his past from going away from the company coming back to the championship match. It's a great build. Roman, they calling him the GOAT now, and who's gonna win? I think Roman retains.
As much as I would love, we got David Henderson in the comments. He actually has Cody goes for the win while the ref is down. The Usos run in and interfere, and either Zayn and KO help, or we see the return of RK Bro, which would be interesting.
Ooh.
As much as I wanted to agree with you, because I love this Roman Reigns character, and I just love this head of the table, I just think that he has bigger aspirations than just being in pro wrestling. I think he wants to be an actor. I think he wants to explore like other stuff. And I think he's kind of had a stranglehold on the creative really for WWE because he's had both titles. So like it limits what they can do with characters. Like they always have to kind of just feud for nothing.
Right.
They need to get the titles off of Roman Reigns. I think this is the right time. Cody Rhodes wins. I also think he wins clean as a whistle. I don't think there's any interference by anyone whatsoever. I think this is a straight up beat down. Like it's just a straight up dogfight. And I think Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes go an hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be so many finishers, kickouts. I can see that.
Yeah, so,
I'm gonna count like 4 spears and 3 Superman punches.
there's gonna be like 80 crossroads in this match.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna pick Cody Rhodes to win this title. I also think it's also interesting if as I picked the Usos to retain in the other match. So if like Roman Reigns doesn't have a title anymore, so what happens with that bloodline? Like, well, how does that pecking order of power kind of shift?
Right.
With the Usos having the titles still and Roman Reigns no longer having them. Yeah, I think it's the time to pull the trigger. I think Cody Rhodes has been the most deserving guy that he's faced so far, and like he makes the most sense because everybody else he's been up against has really been meh.
That's true.
Like this is the first opportunity where I thought, yeah, Roman Reigns has an opportunity to lose because every match, I've done a lot of predictions, right? I did a prediction for every. I think this is the first one where I'm actually like, yeah, Roman Reigns is going to lose.
I want to say every time I think he's gonna lose, he wind up winning. And something tell me Solo may be involved somewhere.
I could also see that too because he's kind of been the X factor for the whole time.
Yeah,
and not to mention he's probably pissed off that he just lost his first match on the main roster earlier this week on Monday.
Yeah.
But Cody Rhodes is going to win. I think the reign of Roman Reigns, which has been really good for WrestleMania in business. Like they made crazy money.
Oh, so
man, you know how many Bloodline shirts I own?
I was about to say the same thing.
I'm wearing one right now. I got the We the One shirt. Seriously,
that's hilarious.
That might be my favorite wrestling shirt of all time. Like I love that We the One shirt. I probably have 6 or 7 Bloodline shirts that I just can't stop buying it because they're so well designed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. I agree.
Yeah, but yeah, that's been our predictions for WrestleMania. This has been On Point Wrestling Entertainment. Thank you very much for joining us. Let us know down in the comment section who you think are going to be winning matches here at WrestleMania 39. We will be doing a recap show on Monday. So keep an eye out for that content. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast as we go live basically every single day, bringing you guys the most up-to-date content. We also have a streaming platform where all of if you do happen to miss us live, we do stream over there as well. So you can check that out. The link's in the chat. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. And Big Papa, man, thank you very much for joining me, man.
Yes, sir.
It was very nice to reconnect, man.
Yeah.
Very, very much appreciate you coming and hanging out with me, talk some wrestling.
No problem.
Maybe you're available on Monday. We can talk a little bit recap.
Definitely.
We'll see. But I didn't tell you this beforehand. But here at Prime Sports World, I ask you, what do we do here at Prime Sports World? And you say we bring the heat. Before we do that, though, I just wanted to shout out to Midcard Mania. Thank you very much for letting me share my podcast on your page. Same thing with the Seinfeld Wrestling Group. We very much appreciate you letting us hang out over there as well. Big Papa, what do we do here at Prime Sports World, my friend?
We bring the heat.
That's damn right we do. And let's get ready for WrestleMania. I have an outfit for WrestleMania. I will send it to you when I put it on.
Yes. So, all right.
Everybody continue hanging out. Y'all be safe. Big Papa, you have a good night, my friend.
You too, man.
Peace out, brother.